This is how Mike Tyson blew his $600 million. Despite spending millions of dollars on buying gold bathtub for his wife and earning $600 million in the course of 6 years, how did Mike Tyson go bankrupt? Mike Tyson was well known for his extravagant and lavish spending habits. He spent $410,000 on a single birthday party and purchased 2 rare white Bengal tigers for $140,000, which required special care and expensive enclosures. The annual food bill for the tigers was around $200,000, and he also had to pay a dedicated trainer $125,000 per year to take care of them. In 1997, Tyson's infamous match with Evander Holyfield resulted in him biting off part of Holyfield's ear, which led to a hefty fine of $3 million. Despite such setbacks, Tyson still maintained a large entourage of over 200 staff, from chefs to bodyguards. He was known for his generous spending, once paying $300,000 for someone to shout slogans at his press conferences. Tyson's generosity extended beyond his inner circle, as he once even paid for an entire club's drinks for the night. These extravagant gestures were typical of his lifestyle, where money seemed to flow as easily as his boxing prowess. By 1990, he had become the highest-paid athlete globally, showcasing his opulent lifestyle. Mike Tyson was once known as the wildest man on earth, with a taste for extravagance and exotic pets. He was a ferocious boxer who lived life in the fast lane, with a colossal fortune that he spent on lavish mansions, wild parties and luxuries like a $2.2 million gold bathtub. He believed that having a lot of money made him invincible, as if he couldn't be hurt. This, combined with his bitterness from being in prison, led him to spend all his money. He began by buying numerous cars. In fact, he bought 110 cars, including a Bentley Azure for $320,000, and ordered 4 more in just a few minutes. He also bought a Ferrari for $300,000, even though he already had one like it. Once, he was pulled over while driving his Rolls-Royce without a license. However, his excesses eventually caught up with him, and he blew through his entire fortune, spending his last boxing million on rehab. Today, Tyson is a changed man. He lives a blissfully dull and ordinary life in a suburban home, where he pursues his simple hobby of raising pigeons. He goes to bed early and is no longer the wild party animal of his past. Tyson's transformation from a boxer to a bookworm with a pigeon obsession is a tale stranger than fiction. Tyson's life today is vastly different from his wild past. He usually goes to bed early, around 8 p.m., and wakes up at 2 a.m. every day. During the early morning hours, he takes quiet walks around his compound while listening to R&B music. Tyson finds peace in these solitary moments until 6 a.m. Throughout the day, he keeps himself occupied with various activities. He reads about history, psychology, and philosophy, becoming a studious bookworm. He went vegan in 2009, avoiding anything artificial or processed for 11 years. Tyson eventually found the smell of meat unbearable, and he dropped 150 pounds while on the diet. However, in 2020, he switched to eating only silk and bison meat. "I've learned to live a boring life and love it," says the former champion. A monotonous routine is now his savior. He admits that he was insane for a significant period of his life. The whirlwind of fame and fortune consumed him. "I just knew how to get to the top," he says, "but I didn't know what to do once I got there. The aftermath proved overwhelming.